This week in Maths, we're going to be looking at the learning objective to find a fraction of an amount. Find a fraction of an amount. So let's have a look at some examples. If I want to find 1/3 of 18, 18 is my amount and thirds are my fraction. I just look at the denominator here and I can see that I'm going to find 1/3 of 18. What that means is I need to divide my amount by my denominator because I'm splitting this number into 3 different parts. And building on what we did last week, I can do this as bus stop method. 3 into 1 doesn't go, so I carry the 1 across. 3 into 18. Well, I know that from my times tables, 6 times 3 is 18 exactly. So if I divide 18 into thirds, I have 6 in each third. I'm just going to show you that visually. You might remember when we were in year 2 and we did something like this. I'm dividing, I look at my denominator, I'm dividing into sets of 3. Here's my set of 3 and I'm dividing 18. So I need to put this 18 into these 3 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's my 18 divided into 3 groups. And when I have a look, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have got 6 in each group. So that's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. That's my 3 groups and there's 6 in each. So that shows you what it looks like. On the sheet that I've put on Seesaw, you're going to find something like this. And you have come across these before, maybe quite some time ago, but these are called arrays. And I can't quite make those exactly the same size, but they should all be exactly the same size. And there is my array of 18, because my amount is 18. And I've got 18 squares there. And I want to find 1/3 of 18. Well, 18 squares, 3 rows. And on each row, I have got 6. So 3 lots of 6 is 18. Some of you, those of you who are going to start on the A section, that is what you will come across. You'll come across some arrays like this, and you will also have some to do like I showed you here. Okay, let's move on and look at some more challenging examples. Let's say, let me stick with my amount of 18. Let's say that I want to find this time 2/3 of 18. Well, again, this is my amount and I'm dividing it into 3. I always look at my denominator. So I would do bus stop method. I know I've already done this before on the other example, but I'm going to go through the whole thing. So 3 into 1 doesn't go, carry it across. 3 into 18 is 6. So I know that 1/3 equals 6. But this fraction tells me when I look at the numerator, I want to find 2/3. Well, if I know that 1/3 equals 6, I want 2 of those. So I multiply the 1/3 by 2, and I know that 2/3 of 18 is 12. Again, if I just look back at my visual representation here, I worked out my thirds, and here as well, 3 rows with 6 in each. If I want 2/3, well, I just look at 2 of these groups. 6 and 6 is 12. I look at 2 of these rows. 6 and 6 is 12. Those are the kinds of questions that those of you who are doing the B challenges will be on. Let's have a look at something even more challenging. Let's say I'm going to find 3/5 of 90. Okay, you might be ahead of me now, and you might already be deciding, I know what to do with that. Well, this is my amount. I look at my denominator. That's how many groups I'm dividing this amount into. So it is 5 into 90. Again, division, bus stop method. 5 into 9 goes 1, remainder 4. Put the 4 there. 5 into 40 goes 8. So when I divide 90 into groups of 5, I get 18 in each group. But I want 3 of those groups of 5. I want 3/5. So 18 is 1/5, divided it by 5. I want 3 of them. So I do 18 multiplied by 3. And if I'm not sure about that, some of you are very good and can do that mentally. But some of you might need to do a multiplication like this to work out what it might be. 8 times 3 is 24. And then 1 times 3 is 3. Add the 2 is 54. So 3/5 of 90 is 54. And that's the kind of question that those of you who are doing the C challenges will be looking at today.